Let's be honest, the vast majority of Last Shelter revolves around one thing: Eden seasons. This is where the real action happens, where legends are made and where victories are earned. But here's the problem: most players have a massive misconception about Eden. They think the guild with the most powerful player is guaranteed to win, and that is completely wrong. Sure, the strongest player can go wherever they want and break whatever garrison they want, but they're bound by the same limitations as everyone else. They have limited durability, they need open tiles, and they rely on their guildmates to create paths. So what's the real secret to winning Eden? Tiling. Tiling is, without a doubt, the most important aspect of winning your Eden season. It requires teamwork, activity, planning, and a skill set that most players don't have. Yet today I'm going to give you 5 critical tiling tips that will help your guild outperform even the strongest opponents. Hello commanders, and welcome back to Tadowski Shelter. Today's video is sponsored by me, Tadowski, because honestly, brands need to pay more attention to me. But more importantly, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that like and subscribe button for the best Last Shelter content this side of the wasteland. I'm refreshing, I'm cheap, and I'm here to help you dominate Eden. Now, tiling is a skill, and skills can be learned. The biggest challenge leadership faces is getting players to follow directions. And look, I'm not saying leaders know everything. Far from it. But good leadership spends hours planning, and it's absolutely vital for players to understand those plans and execute them. So whether you're a guild leader, a strategist, or just a soldier following orders, these 5 tips are for you. So let's dive right in. Tip number 1, race day planning. This first tip is aimed primarily at planners and leaders, but it's crucial for everyone to understand. Race day is what we call the days when the next section of gates open up, both factions suddenly have access to new areas, and it becomes an all-out race to secure key locations before your opponent gets there. And here's the truth: race day planning wins or loses Eden seasons. Most leaders look at the map and say, okay, here's the general path we'll take. That's not enough. You need to be more specific. You need to be detailed. Here's what you need to plan. Identify your fastest tilers. Who can move the fastest? Determine their starting positions. Where should each of the tiler begin? Establish the order. Who goes first, second, third? Count the tiles. Know exactly how many tiles it takes to reach the goal. Plan the handoff. Where does Tiler 1 stop and Tiler 2 begin? And why does this level of detail matter? Because tilers are limited by 2 things: durability and free tiles. Without flag, every single tile costs 10 durability. Each APC has 100 durability. If you have 4 APCs, that's 400 durability total, which means you can take exactly 40 tiles before you run out. After 40 tiles, you're done. Someone else has to take over. So when you're planning race day, you need to know exactly where that 40th tile is. You need to know who the next tiler is, exactly where they'll start, and make sure they're fully prepared with full durability and free tiles. Race days are the most critical days in Eden. Proper planning can beat a stronger opponent, period. Tip number 2. Speed wins. This tip might seem obvious, but I'm going to break it down because most players aren't maximizing their speed. The player who gets to tiles first wins, period. So how do you ensure you have the fastest tilers? Let me walk you through every single speed factor in the game. Heroes. There are 4 heroes that drastically boost APC speed. Glowblade from Season X. Her speed skills apply all the time. They're very passive. Sharp Arrow, Dragon's Rage, and Warboss from Season 1, and their skills will need to be activated. Now here's the strategic question. Do you put 2 speed heroes on 2 different APCs, or do you stack 3 heroes on 1 super fast APC? For race day, I recommend using 1 APC with all 3 speed heroes. Just swap them to your next APC when the first one runs out of durability. The skill will stay active for 10 minutes total, giving you plenty of time to burn through multiple APC's durability. Your troops. T1 troops are your absolute fastest. This should be your main troop type for race day. They'll give you maximum speed, and since you're not fighting, you don't need high-level troops. Specialty skills. Instant recall is a game changer. Make sure your specialty skill tree includes blue up so that you can use it. Yes, it costs diamonds, but the time you save on race day is invaluable. APC parts. Check your Bane Blade parts if you have them unlocked. Some of these parts increase marching speed significantly. If you need to switch APCs during a race day, move your best APC speed parts to the new APC so that you can maintain that speed. And technology. Don't forget your tech trees. Both regular tech and seasonal tech have marching speed increases. Max these out before your next race day. Maximize all of these factors and you'll have an unstoppable tiling machine. Tip 3. Leading through occupied tiles. Now here's where things get interesting. What happens when you need to tile through enemy territory to reach a goal? Let's say your target is a town, but the path is completely blocked by enemy tiles. What do? Now most players try to push through with their regular attack setup, their T9 or T10 troops, full damage heroes. But here's the problem. High-tier troops move slowly. By the time they reach the enemy tiles, the opponent has either occupied more tiles to block your path, or they've garrisoned their positions and stopped you cold. You need speed still. You need to get ahead of the enemy and keep moving forward before they can react. Now, I could do an entire video on just this topic, and I probably will, but here's the one technique that will change your tiling game. Take the setup from tip 2. 2 speed heroes, T1 troops, your best APC parts, but make one small adjustment. Swap in Death Rider. Death Rider has a unique ability that boosts your destruction power and allows your T1 troops to take occupied tiles in one hit. Normally, T1 troops with speed heroes can't capture occupied tiles effectively, but with Death Rider, you're combining maximum APC speed with the ability to instantly capture enemy tiles. Yes, you do lose one speed hero in the setup, but you gain the ability to blast through enemy blockades at lightning speed. One more quick tip. Don't fixate on a single path. If you're blocked, scroll back and look for alternative routes. Creating multiple paths forward makes it impossible for the enemy to block everything. They can't focus on one spot if you're attacking from multiple angles. Keep your eyes on the goal, not just the path. Tip 4. Don't get cleaned out. This is the mistake I see players make constantly, and it costs them games. When you're pushing through enemy territory, you'll eventually face resistance. Progress will slow down, the enemy will start fighting back. Here's what happens. You get so focused on moving forward that you forget to look behind you. And while you're inching forward, the enemy is cleaning up your entire path. They're recapturing every tile you just took. All that effort, all that durability, all those resources, completely wasted. Don't let this happen. As you push forward, constantly check behind you. Is your path still secure? Are tiles being recaptured? If you notice your forward momentum starting to slow down, don't keep forcing it. Step back, capture some defensive tiles along your path, and secure your progress. Lock it down. Make sure the enemy can't just walk in and delete everything you've just built. Think of it this way. If you lose the path, you lose the progress. You have to start all over. Spread your tiles further back to create a buffer zone. This not only secures your progress, but might open up new opportunities to attack from different angles. Don't put all your eggs in one forward-moving basket. Secure your path, then continue your advance. And tip number 5, do not chase your opponent. This final tip is for players on the defensive, and it's one mistake that loses more games than anything else. Imagine this scenario. You're defending your territory and suddenly an enemy tiler slips past your defenses. They're making a run for a critical target. What's your first instinct? Chase them. Try to catch them and stop their forward progress. Well, don't do that. Chasing the lead tiler is almost always a mistake. Even if you catch them, you're only slowing them down. The tiles behind them still exist. They still have a path forward. Instead, here's what you should do. Look ahead of their path. Find an area where you can set up a blockade. Start tiling towards the head of their path, not chase from behind. Meet them head on. Start blocking around the lead tile, because if you can stop their forward progress, the entire path behind them becomes useless. Once you've stopped the advance, then you send other players to clean up the tiles behind them. Garrison around enemy tiles to buy more time, prevent them from spreading, and systematically remove every tile they just created. The goal is to make their entire effort pointless. If they can't reach their target, all those tiles they placed are wasted. Here's the key principle. Durability and open tiles are your most precious resources. Don't waste them chasing enemies. Use them strategically. Block their path, secure your defense, and make every tile count. And those are your 5 critical tiling strategies for Eden Seasons. So to recap here, race day planning is to be specific, know your limits, plan every detail. Number 2 is speed wins. Maximize heroes, troops, skills, parts, and tech to maximize the speed of your APC. Number 3 is leading through occupied tiles. Use T1 troops with Death Rider to blast through those blockades. Don't get cleaned out. Secure your path before pushing forward. And number 5 is do not chase your opponent. Block their path ahead. Do not chase them from behind. Now, I'll be honest with you, I could do a 3-hour video on tiling skills alone, and there are so many advanced techniques, specific scenarios, and strategic nuances that we didn't even touch on today. But that's by design. Remember, I still need material for future videos. If you want me to deep diver into any of these topics, or if you want me to dedicate videos on defensive tiling, offensive blocking strategies, or advanced race day tactics, drop a comment below and let me know. Your feedback tells me what content you want to see next. If this video helped you understanding tiling better, please like, subscribe, and comment. Those 3 things help keep me going and help me create more content for you. Remember, share the information with your guildmates, help each other out, and most importantly, stay safe out there.